Welcome, welcome. It's What's She Making Wednesday. And I have a fun, easy card today that we're going to do with our awesome Stampin' Blends pens. So today we are going to use two major things. We're going to use our Stampin' Blends and we're going to use some fun designer series paper. So the designer series paper we're going to use today comes from our Perfectly Penciled collection. And I love it because it's two-sided. So you get these great black and white backgrounds on one side. And then if we flip it over, we get these awesome perfectly penciled flowers on the other side. So let me set those aside. And I have already cut a piece. Isn't this just gorgeous? A piece of this perfectly penciled floral side. This is cut to 4 and 5.5. And so we are going to use today our Stampin' Blends to color this in. It makes it so easy. So I'm going to first start with our Stampin' Blends in Old Olive. So Old Olive, each Stampin' Blend set comes with a dark and a light, and both sides both colors are two-sided. So there's a pointed side and a brush side. So I love to start with the dark. And what's so great about these, it comes in the light and dark of one color. What that does is it helps you to blend the color. So it doesn't look like just a solid color on our image. So I like to start with the dark, and I like to start with the pointed end. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna color in. With the dark, I like to kind of outline. If there's any intricate lines, I just like to kind of go onto those. Don't have to be totally perfect, which I love. And so we're just going to go through with our dark here. And you'll see once I add the light of this Old Olive, how it just really brings it together. If you miss some spots, that's okay. We'll be able to go back in. Don't want it to be totally perfect. If there's some white spaces, that's okay. And this is a detailed image that we're doing here. These markers Stampin' Blends are alcohol based, which is what helps them blend real nice. Okay, so now we've got our dark kind of put through there. And I'm going to take the brush end of the light. And so we're just going to go right back through these. And you'll see how the colors start blending, so you get this great definition. If you're in or out of the lines just a bit, it's okay. Remember, we're not looking for perfection. I love using these. I find it so relaxing. And you can go back through if you missed some dark or want to add dark later. You can do that. See how easy the colors just blend together to give you that definition, so it doesn't look like a colored image. It looks like, you know, the image was made that way. Okay, let's go back through at the top here. Then we're going to do these flowers today. We're going to do them in our Daffodil Delight, in the light and dark of our Daffodil Delight. I love our grid paper because then if you go outside of your paper, it's okay, right? It's not all over our desk. Okay. If I miss some, I have them right here to go back, right? So now we'll go in with our Daffodil Delight, the dark Daffodil Delight, and the same thing. So I like to just kind of go in on some of the lines, any of this shaded area here that's kind of darker with my dark Daffodil Delight. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I love how these Stampin' blends really do blend so great together. The two colors, they work so great together. You can see I missed a leaf here, so I can go back in and grab that when I'm done here. I can go back with my old olive. And just kind of any of these little shaded areas with the dark. Or the outline. Okay, and then we're gonna take our light Daffodil Delight. I like to use the brush end for the light, and we're just gonna blend these right together. And you can see how it gives these flowers some definition as the two light and darks blend together. I think it just makes them look so nice. Really brings this paper to life, right? And coloring with these really gives you a nice mental break, right? We all need that. See how the two colors, they're just going right together. I love our Stampin' blends. Okay, now I can see that I missed some of my leaves here, so we're just gonna go back in as needed. As you're coloring your image, you start to see, oh, there's a leaf there. Oh, there's a leaf there. We'll just get those colored right back in. Okay, and then you can see we've got these great butterflies here. So for those, I'm gonna use Calypso Coral. So the same thing, I'm gonna start with the dark. I like to use the pointed end first, but you can use either. Just gonna kind of outline and give them a bit of definition. Remember, not perfect. And then right here in these centers, I'm gonna also use a little bit of that Calypso Coral just to give it a tad bit of color. Okay, then we're gonna take our light Calypso Coral and kind of blend those together. See how it gives our butterfly just some great definition in the two colors together? Just go ahead and do that. And then same thing in our centers. A little bit of white is okay. A little bit of white space there. Oh, we missed this guy. So you can see we can just take our blender pen and go right back if we missed our dark and just kind of add a little bit. If you want it to get a little bit darker, you can go ahead and add a little more of the dark just right on top. And you can see they just blend right together. So those are our Stampin' Blends, one of my favorite tools that we have. And then I have our card base here cut out with some crushed coral, or crushed curry, I'm sorry. Crushed curry. Okay, so we're just gonna use our green glue here. My favorite because it's super easy peasy. And we're just gonna take this, we're gonna line it up at the top because I have this cut to the length of the card so that we just have this little bit of border on each side. And then I've already cut a piece for the inside, and I've already cut with our layering circle dies a circle that we're gonna punch our sentiment. So our stamp set we're gonna use today is our limited edition. That's what it's called, our limited edition. I love these stamps because you can actually put these on the back, hand stamped, and put your initials. Made with love, handcrafted from the heart. I love those. So today we're going to use one that says a paper hug from me. And then on the inside, we're going to use one that says just for you. So I have my old olive stamp pad here. I'm just going to open that up and slide it right in. We'll move our card to the side. So we'll start with the inside. We're going to use our just for you on the inside. We're just going to ink it up. When you ink it up, just tap, tap, tap lightly. You can take a practice on your grid paper, which is so great. So it looks good. So we're just going to stamp this right in the middle here. Easy peasy, right? Okay, so we'll set that one aside. And then I also have a paper hug from me. And we are just going to ink this one up. Just tap, tap, tap. And we are going to stamp this right on the middle of our layering circle die that we had cut out. So we've got a paper hug from me. Put our stamp pad away here. We're going to take the inside of our card. And now we just get to put it all together. So we're just going to put some green glue adhesive right on the back here. I'm gonna put this right in the center of the inside of our card. Then we're gonna use some Stampin' Dimensionals to put our circle on. So you can put this kind of in the middle. We're gonna put it, I think, off to the side here so we see that beautiful flower. There's a bit of smudge here, so I'm kind of glad that happened because what we can do is we can just put this right up there. There are no mistakes, right? So we're just gonna go ahead and add our Stampin' Dimensionals right here. Love these because they just come off so easily. And we're just gonna cover up that little smudge. Nobody will know. Okay, so we've got that put right on the front. And then, of course, I always love to add some embellishments. So today we're going to use the Champagne Rhinestone Basic Jewels. They're one of my favorites because they have that gold tint, which I think goes so pretty with our Crushed Curry and our Daffodil Delight. I'm using our Take Your Pick tool. We're just going to get a couple of these gems. And we're just going to put them around our card. So there you have it, a paper hug from me just for you. And so I did also go ahead and create a couple of more. So we have a purple version. It's the same paper, We've just colored this one with our Highland Heather. And then we've colored this one with our Sweet Sorbet. You can see where we added just a bow. You can leave the inside on this one opens up, so you can leave it blank for more space to write. Got some gems on these. And there you have it. Easy peasy cards with our Stampin' Blends limited edition stamp set. And that is your What's She Making Wednesday. Have a great week. Don't forget, like and subscribe.